Hi, this is a presentation comparing and contrasting Google Calendar versus Outlook Calendar through Microsoft. Accessibility between the two, as you can see, they have very similar accessibility where you can access them both offline and online. They each have their own mobile app. One of the differences with Google Calendar is that it can be accessed anywhere with any web browser. But on Microsoft Outlook, it needed to be connected to the internet in order for you to share your calendar with others. Sharing with the calendars, again, pretty similar options. Google Calendar offers different permissions for users, such as editing, view only. They can make comments on it. Microsoft Outlook, you can share the calendar by email or when you are on the Microsoft Exchange server. And both of them allow the option of publishing on your calendar online. The displays are a little different. Google Calendar offers a view of your calendar by the day, week, month, or the agenda view. And Microsoft Outlook does similar, except they also have a scheduling one, a view, and then a work week and a full week. Google Calendar does offer customable options where you can change colors and banners and such, so they're pretty similar in your displays as well. So Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, which would you choose? I would say that for you, whatever is the easiest and more compatible with the system you are using, whether at work or for personal use. If you are a Microsoft user within your district or within your job, I would say Outlook Calendar would be more comparable and compatible for you. Google Calendar is obviously with all of your Google outreach and apps, and so if that is what your district or employment uses, I would stay with using Google Calendar. But again, it's all preference and what you find easier and more compatible with what you use in your everyday life. So moving on from that, we were going to go next to a Google Calendar, and we are going to create a calendar. As you can see here, I have the month view open. What I had mentioned previously about being able to customize other people's calendars so that you can choose different colors to distinguish between the two calendars. If you're like me and you share your work calendar with others, it's easier to navigate. So right down here where you go to other calendars, you have my calendars, which are all yours that you've created. You can also create a new calendar. So I'm going to create one, and we are going to call it MIT 814, and we will use this for when homework assignments are due or when assignments are due. If I can, sorry. Okay, here it shows that I am the owner of this calendar. And the organization, you can have the option to change the time zone if needed. So I'm going to create the calendar. Okay, so then when we go back to our calendar, we will scroll down here and you will see that the new calendar I entered is right here. So we're going to say that today we have assignment due. So here are your options. You can choose the date, the time. You can find them. You can also customize them to different times you can add if you wanted to Google Meet with another student. Location. Here is where you can change. If you wanted to change the color so it's not the same as another, so it's easier to organize, you can do that. We're just going to make it for the whole day and that assignment is due. What's nice about this is that within your organization, if you want to search for people that you want to have access to their calendar, you can do that here. Again, like I said, you can search for other calendars. I find Google Calendar very easy to navigate and use. It's easy to share invites with people. So if you wanted to edit yours, right here you can add guests. So if I wanted to send one and say, here, you're invited to my meeting at the such and such time, it can be at a location, it can be a Meet video conferencing that you do. There's places for you to add a description. You can also send notifications to them as to when giving them a heads up when it's like a meeting is occurring. And so I just find Google Calendar easier to navigate and organize. We're going to discard those unsaved changes and just easier to use, especially when your our district is a Google Calendar. So there is a short presentation on how to use Google Calendar. I hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.